What's up, everybody? It's Adventures with Maxwell here, and this video is a little different because I've had a real hectic week. I did, as you know, I was, as you know, in the UP for a couple of weeks here, just the past couple of weeks, um, and I did get to hunt a couple penny boxes and a nickel box and 12 rolls of $half. And so this is just a video going over my finds in the UP because didn't have time to really make videos. I made some shorts, but I didn't have time to make videos. So this is what I found. As you can see, there's a little bit of everything on the board here, some interesting stuff. So we'll start with the nickels. I didn't find a whole lot as far as older Jefferson nickels. The highlight of the box is obviously, if you did watch the short or the short video, I did find the 1901 V-nickel, which is the first that I've ever found. I was really excited about that, as well as this Buffalo nickel that I don't know what the date is on, with some weird damage on the back. It does not have a mint mark that I can tell, and I don't have Nicodate, but it is still a Buffalo nickel, as well as the dark nickel. I think maybe I did make a video on the nickel hunt. I don't remember. But either way, it is a black 1980. It looks like a Philadelphia, or is that a D? That's a, no, I think that's a P. So, and then just some crazy stuff here that I found. Obviously, it's not worth anything, but that was pretty cool. Then I did find this 1964 Denver. No, it's not a double, but I found it because it does have, it's not a real cud, but it is extra metal on this. So I thought that was cool. I found a Canadian nickel. And then, so for the nickels, that's it. Obviously, I found some S's, 68, 69, 70, and 74. Or is that, no, 78, excuse me, sorry. And some bright and shinies for the nickels. For the $half, I didn't find anything. The rolls that I opened up actually were a lot of 70, a lot of the years that had the double dies on there, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. But probably the takeaway of this, of the 12 rolls that I hunted, was this one. And this is a 1989D. And I am pretty sure that this is not post-mint damage. For one, you can still see the reeds on here, but it looks like it got caught in something as it was being minted. And it is raised up. So I'm pretty sure that that's an error from the mint. Either way, it's pretty cool. So I'll keep that one for the miscellaneous jar. You know, no silver, nothing like that in the 12 rolls that I hunted. But with that, I will have my first $half box on Thursday. I would pick it up today, but today is a holiday, so all the banks are closed. So we'll see. Thursday, I'll have my first $half box. I will probably hunt it and record it, and then maybe do a debut video. So whoever's gonna watch can join me. We'll see. Hopefully it's not an uncirculated box. So, okay, so the nickels are done, the $half are done. We'll move on to the pennies. And if you've watched any of my penny videos, you know that I like the bright and shinies. But we'll save that for a minute because there's some doozies in here. Kind of light on the wheat pennies, but I did have two from the 30s and one from the 20s. I believe that this one is a 1920 Denver. Pretty rough shape. And this one I think is a 1939, I think. Oh, wait. Yep, 1939 Philadelphia. And then just your regular dates. I've got 40s, 41s. I got a couple S-Mints, 44, 43, 46, 50s. Pretty much what you would expect to find. I did find some nice 2009s, P's and D's, no copper ones, no no satin finishes. I did find this 1985. It's not a double die or anything. At least I don't think it is, but it does have some extra metal on the 5. It is zinc, so could be, but usually the extra zinc that I see is of the zinc color, not the copper. So, you know, I think this is the one I was looking at on the reverse here, and to be honest with you, I think there is some doubling, but it's hard to tell. That S looks like it has some doubling on it, as well as the E and the R. So maybe it is doubling. I'll have to look it up. And then I did find a 1999 white AM. It's not much of a white AM, but it's a white AM. I think I found a 98 the last time I was searching. I found a painted penny. It is a 1995 Denver, just painted on one side. And then the coolest find that I found was this 1984 Denver penny without the copper coating. So it is not coated, is not plated with copper. In this condition, from all the places that I looked at, it's probably $5. If it was a little nicer, it could go from $7.50 to $10. If it was in really nice shape, like some of these, it could go anywhere from $20 to $100, depending on the buyer. But in this condition, it's probably about $4 or $5. But either way, I've never found one. I'll take it. I did also find a bunch of S's. I've got some 69 S's, 5 of them, a 70S and 4 74 S's. I found 5 Canadian cents, a 79, an 80, an 81, and an 82, and then a 96 and a 99. Now we'll get on to the bright and shinies. As far as wheat cents go, I found this 1958 Philly, which is immaculate. I'm not sure, but going with the theme of this box, it makes sense. These two 64s are really, really nice, which is why they're in the flip. Not as nice as that one. That one's okay. This one's a stunner. And then I found 3 1959. I believe they're all Denvers. But some of the most crazy finds here are when we get into the 60s. I have a lot of 60s. I have a 61, a couple 64s, a 67, a 68, a 69. And it looks like somebody either took them out of their book or they had a roll of uncirculated pennies, because the camera doesn't do them justice. I'll move out a little bit so maybe we can see. But they are absolutely stunners. The 60s, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And then some of the early 80s that I have before they switched over to zinc are nice too. And then, of course, I have the 90s, which I tend to find a lot of shiny 90s. So And like I said, if you've watched any of my videos on penny hunting, you know that I get excited about the bright and shinies. If you haven't watched them, hop on over there and watch them. Uh, like and subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll know when I make more videos. Uh, I do work a lot, so the videos are, you know, not as much as they should be, but I am picking up my shorts a little bit. Plus, me and Maxwell are doing other things with the shorts, which I see a lot of people like. But anyway, I digress on that. I just wanted to excuse me. I just wanted to touch base. Like I said, it's a different kind of video. I've done a couple of update videos, recap videos, and this is all the finds in 2 weeks that I found. Like I said, it's all been ready. I just haven't had time to get it all set up and actually make a video about it. I also will be looking to upgrade the penny album, my personal penny album, and my personal nickel album with some of the nicer ones that I have found. I don't have a lot of pennies left in here. I have some S's, which mostly are proofs, which S proofs are hard to find. I will point out, speaking of proofs, that I do believe that this 1974S, I think that this one is actually a proof. It still has some of the shiny left on it, the mirror finish. I'm almost sure that this is actually a proof. It's in circulated condition, but it is a 1974S. I believe it is a proof. So if you like this video, like I said, just go down there, leave a comment. Listen, I don't like asking for, you know, subs and whatever. It's perfectly fine enough with me that you watch it. But if you like it, leave a comment. Hit the bell button at the very least, so that way, like I said, you'll know when I put more stuff out. And I will have my first $50 box video coming out by the end of the week, if it's uncirculated. I mean, if it's a circulated box. If it's uncirculated, I might poke around in them and see if I find any, you know, anything surprising, blank planchets, whatever. But I don't know of any major errors or varieties in any of the newer ones. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let me go through the books here and see if I have any upgrades, and then I'll let you take a peek at the books. I do have some smaller albums coming for some hunt and fills that I can start filling up, because I have a lot of nicer scents that these will be going to. So yep, let me get the books looked at and see if I can pop anything in there, swap anything out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything separated out, put into the containers, made quite a few upgrades and additions. For the nickels, I did get to upgrade the 1947S, 1954S, and 1955D. Here you can see, here you can see the 47S. Not the best one, but it's an S. I didn't have one. The 54D was an upgrader. Mine was a little greenish. And then the 55D, I upgraded. I have quite a few nickels in here. Still a few to go. But I'm actually surprised I have a lot of the older ones and not a lot of the newer ones, which are usually in pretty nice shape. But that's the nickel book, my personal book. The penny album, I'm actually working on getting full too. There was a lot of upgrades. No additions, but a lot of upgrades. And for sake of time, because the video is getting a little long, I wrote them all down. The 1960p large date and the 1982D copper large date were pretty good. So we'll just scan through these. I have all my older ones are starting to get nice and shiny. Obviously, my 1960s, I need to work on if I can find some more of those. There is my 1964D that I upgraded. Excuse me. I got 1971, 1972 S is pretty nice. My P I thought was going to be a double die, but it's not. But it's pretty nice regardless. The 76 I upgraded, as well as the 1980 P and D, and then the 1982 copper large date I upgraded. I have quite a few pennies in here too. It's getting full. Obviously, these S's I don't think I'm going to be able to find unless I get sets. Well, I can buy it, I guess, but I don't like breaking up mint sets. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to buy a lot of more than one, and I can just sacrifice one to fill up the S proofs. But that's that. Of course, I've got my ones in the flips. These are for the future hunt and fill books that I've got coming. 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, as well as the pre-90s nickels, which is now full all the way to the top. These are all pretty nice book-worthy nickels. So again, if you like this video, let me know. Leave a thumbs up, comment. And if you want to see more, just hit that bell button. It'll let you know. Until then, keep living, keep loving, keep dreaming. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.